Chapters 15 through 21 of Leviticus, from the Young's Literal Translation of the Bible. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Mark Penfold. The Book of Leviticus, from the Young's Literal Translation. Chapter 15. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Speak unto the sons of Israel, and ye have said unto them, When there is an issue out of the flesh of any man, for his issue he is unclean. And this is his uncleanness in his issue. His flesh hath run with his issue, or his flesh hath stopped from his issue. It is his uncleanness. All the bed on which he lieth who hath the issue is unclean, and all the vessel on which he sitteth is unclean. And any one who cometh against his bed doth wash his garments, and hath bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And he who is sitting on the vessel on which he sitteth who hath the issue doth wash his garments, and hath bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And he who is coming against the flesh of him who hath the issue doth wash his garments, and hath bathed with water, and hath been unclean till the evening. And when he who hath the issue spitteth on him who is clean, then he hath washed his garments, and hath bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And all the saddle on which he rideth who hath the issue is unclean. And any one who is coming against anything which is under him is unclean till the evening. And he who is bearing them doth wash his garments, and hath bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And any one against whom he cometh who hath the issue, and his hands hath not rinsed with water, hath even washed his garments, and bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And the earthen vessel which he who hath the issue cometh against is broken, and every wooden vessel is rinsed with water. And when he who hath the issue is clean from his issue, then he hath numbered to himself 7 days for his cleansing, and hath washed his garments, and hath bathed his flesh with running water, and been clean. And on the 8th day he taketh to himself 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, and hath come in before Jehovah unto the opening of the tent of meeting, and hath given them unto the priest. And the priest hath made them, one a sin offering, and the one a burnt offering. And the priest hath made atonement for him before Jehovah, because of his issue. And when a man's seed of copulation goeth out from him, then he hath bathed with water all his flesh, and been unclean till the evening. And any garment or any skin on which there is seed of copulation hath also been washed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And a woman with whom a man lieth with seed of copulation, they also have bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And when a woman hath an issue, blood is her issue in her flesh, 7 days she is in her separation, and any one who is coming against her is unclean till the evening. And anything on which she lieth in her separation is unclean, and anything on which she sitteth is unclean. And any one who is coming against her bed doth wash his garments, and hath bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And any one who is coming against any vessel on which she sitteth doth wash his garments, and hath washed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And if it is on the bed, or on the vessel on which she is sitting, in his coming against it, he is unclean till the evening. And if a man really lie with her, and her separation is on him, then he hath been unclean 7 days, and all the bed on which he lieth is unclean. And when a woman's issue of blood floweth many days within the time of her separation, or when it floweth over her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanness are as the days of her separation. She is unclean. All the bed on which she lieth all the days of her issue is as the bed of her separation to her. And all the vessel on which she sitteth is unclean as the uncleanness of her separation. And any one who is coming against them is unclean, and hath washed his garments, and hath bathed with water, and been unclean till the evening. And if she hath been clean from her issue, then she hath numbered to herself 7 days, and afterwards she is clean. And on the 8th day she taketh to herself 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, and hath brought them in unto the priest, unto the opening of the tent of meeting. And the priest hath made the one a sin offering, and the one a burnt offering, and the priest hath made atonement for her before Jehovah because of the issue of her uncleanness. And ye have separated the sons of Israel from their uncleanness, and they die not in their uncleanness, in their defiling my tabernacle which is in their midst. This is the law of him who hath an issue, and of him whose seed of copulation goeth out from him, for uncleanness thereby, and of her who is sick in her separation, and of him who hath an issue, the issue of a male or of a female, and of a man who lieth with an unclean woman. Chapter 16. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, after the death of the 2 sons of Aaron, in their drawing near before Jehovah, and they die. Yea, Jehovah saith unto Moses, Speak unto Aaron thy brother, and he cometh not in at all times unto the sanctuary within the veil, unto the front of the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, and he dieth not, for in a cloud I am seen upon the mercy seat. With this doth Aaron come in unto the sanctuary, with a bullock, a son of the herd, for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering. A holy linen coat he putteth on, and linen trousers are on his flesh, and with a linen girdle he girdeth himself, and with a linen mitre he wrappeth himself up. They are holy garments. And he hath bathed with water his flesh, and hath put them on. And from the company of the sons of Israel he taketh 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. And Aaron hath brought near the bullock of the sin offering which is his own, and hath made atonement for himself, and for his house. And he hath taken the 2 goats, and hath caused them to stand before Jehovah at the opening of the tent of meeting. And Aaron hath given lots over the 2 goats, 1 lot for Jehovah, and 1 lot for a goat of departure. And Aaron hath brought near the goat on which the lot for Jehovah hath gone up, and hath made it a sin offering. And the goat on which the lot for a goat of departure hath gone up is caused to stand living before Jehovah, to make atonement by it, to send it away for a goat of departure into the wilderness. And Aaron hath brought near the bullock of the sin offering which is his own, and hath made atonement for himself and for his house, and hath slaughtered the bullock of the sin offering which is his own, and hath taken the fullness of the censer of burning coals of fire from off the altar, from before Jehovah, and the fullness of his hands of thin spice perfume, and hath brought it within the veil. And he hath put the perfume on the altar before Jehovah, and the cloud of the perfume hath covered the mercy seat which is on the testimony, and he dieth not. And he hath taken of the blood of the bullock, and hath sprinkled with his finger on the front of the mercy seat eastward, even at the front of the mercy seat he doth sprinkle 7 times of the blood with his finger. And he hath slaughtered the goat of the sin offering which is the people's, and hath brought in its blood unto the inside of the veil, and hath done with its blood as he hath done with the blood of the bullock, and hath sprinkled it on the mercy seat, and at the front of the mercy seat. And he hath made atonement for the sanctuary because of the uncleanness of the sons of Israel, and because of their transgressions in all their sins. And so he doth for the tent of meeting which is tabernacling with them in the midst of their uncleannesses. And no man is in the tent of meeting in his going in to make atonement in the sanctuary till his coming out. And he hath made atonement for himself, and for his house, and for all the assembly of Israel. And he hath gone out unto the altar which is before Jehovah, and hath made atonement for it. And he hath taken of the blood of the bullock, and of the blood of the goat, and hath put on the horns of the altar round about. And he hath sprinkled on it of the blood with his finger 7 times, and hath cleansed it, and hath hallowed it from the uncleannesses of the sons of Israel. And he hath ceased from making atonement for the sanctuary, and the tent of meeting, and the altar, and hath brought near the living goat. And Aaron hath laid his 2 hands on the head of the living goat, and hath confessed over it all the iniquities of the sons of Israel, and all their transgressions and all their sins, and hath put them on the head of the goat, and hath sent it away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. And the goat hath borne on him all their iniquities unto a land of separation, and he hath sent the goat away into the wilderness. And Aaron hath come in unto the tent of meeting, and hath stripped off the linen garments which he had put on in his going in unto the sanctuary, and hath placed them there. And he hath bathed his flesh with water in the holy place, and hath put on his garments, and hath come out, and hath made his burnt offering, and the burnt offering of the people, and hath made atonement for himself, and for the people. And with the fat of the sin offering he doth make perfume on the altar. And he who is sending away the goat for a goat of departure doth wash his garments, and hath bathed his flesh with water, and afterwards he cometh in unto the camp. And the bullock of the sin offering, and the goat of the sin offering, whose blood hath been brought in to make atonement in the sanctuary, doth one bring out unto the outside of the camp, and they have burnt with fire their skins, and their flesh, and their dung. And he who is burning them doth wash his garments, and hath bathed his flesh with water, and afterwards he cometh in unto the camp. And it hath been to you for a statute, age during, in the 7th month, in the 10th of the month, ye humble yourselves, and do no work, the native and the sojourner who is sojourning in your midst. For on this day he maketh atonement for you, to cleanse you. From all your sins before Jehovah ye are clean. It is to you a Sabbath of rest, and ye have humbled yourselves, a statute age during. And the priest whom he doth anoint, and whose hand he doth consecrate to act as priest instead of his father, hath made atonement, and hath put on the linen garments, the holy garments. And he hath made atonement for the holy sanctuary, and for the tent of meeting, even for the altar he doth make atonement. Yea, for the priests, and for all the people of the assembly he maketh atonement. And this hath been to you for a statute age during, to make atonement for the sons of Israel because of all their sins, once in a year. And he doth as Jehovah hath commanded Moses. Chapter 17. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, and unto all the sons of Israel. And thou hast said unto them, This is the thing which Jehovah hath commanded, saying, Any man of the house of Israel who slaughtereth ox, or lamb, or goat in the camp, or who slaughtereth at the outside of the camp, and unto the opening of the tent of meeting hath not brought it in to bring near an offering to Jehovah before the tabernacle of Jehovah, blood is reckoned to that man, blood he hath shed, and that man hath been cut off from the midst of his people. So that the sons of Israel do bring in their sacrifices which they are sacrificing on the face of the field, yea, they have brought them in to Jehovah unto the opening of the tent of meeting unto the priest, and they have sacrificed sacrifices of peace offerings to Jehovah with them. And the priest hath sprinkled the blood upon the altar of Jehovah at the opening of the tent of meeting, and hath made perfume with the fat for sweet fragrance to Jehovah. And they sacrifice not any more their sacrifices to goats, after which they are going a-whoring. A statute age during is this to them to their generations. And unto them thou sayest, Any man of the house of Israel, or of the sojourners who sojourneth in your midst, who causeth burnt offering or sacrifice to ascend, and unto the opening of the tent of meeting doth not bring it in to make it to Jehovah, that man hath been cut off from his people. And any man of the house of Israel, or of the sojourners, who is sojourning in your midst, who eateth any blood, I have even set my face against the person who is eating the blood, and have cut him off from the midst of his people. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your souls, for it is the blood which maketh atonement for the soul. Therefore I have said to the sons of Israel, No person among you doth eat blood, and the sojourner who is sojourning in your midst doth not eat blood. And any man of the sons of Israel, or of the sojourners, who is sojourning in your midst, who hunteth venison, beast, or fowl which is eaten, hath even poured out its blood, and hath covered it with dust. For it is the life of all flesh, its blood is for its life. And I say to the sons of Israel, Blood of any flesh ye do not eat, for the life of all flesh is its blood. Any one eating it is cut off. And any person who eateth a carcass or torn thing among natives or among sojourners hath both washed his garments, and hath bathed with water, and hath been unclean until the evening. Then he hath been clean. And if he wash not, and his flesh bathe not, then he hath borne his iniquity. Chapter 18. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the sons of Israel, and thou hast said unto them, I am Jehovah your God. According to the work of the land of Egypt in which ye have dwelt ye do not, and according to the work of the land of Canaan whither I am bringing you in ye do not, and in their statutes ye walk not. My judgments ye do, and my statutes ye keep to walk in them. I am Jehovah your God. And ye have kept my statutes and my judgments, which man doth, and liveth in them. I am Jehovah. None of you unto any relation of his flesh doth draw near to uncover nakedness. I am Jehovah. The nakedness of thy father and the nakedness of thy mother thou dost not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou dost not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of the wife of thy father thou dost not uncover. It is the nakedness of thy father. The nakedness of thy sister, daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, born at home or born without, thou dost not uncover their nakedness. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, thou dost not uncover their nakedness, for theirs is thy nakedness. The nakedness of a daughter of thy father's wife, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou dost not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of a sister of thy father thou dost not uncover, she is a relation of thy father. The nakedness of thy mother's sister thou dost not uncover, for she is thy mother's relation. The nakedness of thy father's brother thou dost not uncover, unto his wife thou dost not draw near, she is thine aunt. The nakedness of thy daughter-in-law thou dost not uncover, she is thy son's wife, thou dost not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of thy brother's wife thou dost not uncover, it is thy brother's nakedness. The nakedness of a woman and her daughter thou dost not uncover, her son's daughter and her daughter's daughter thou dost not take to uncover her nakedness. They are her relations, it is wickedness. And a woman unto another thou dost not take to be an adversary, to uncover her nakedness beside her in her life. And unto a woman in the separation of her uncleanness thou dost not draw near to uncover her nakedness. And unto the wife of thy fellow thou dost not give thy seed of copulation, for uncleanness with her. And of thy seed thou dost not give to pass over to the Molech, nor dost thou pollute the name of thy God. I am Jehovah. And with a male thou dost not lie as one lieth with a woman. Abomination it is. And with any beast thou dost not give thy copulation, for uncleanness with it. And a woman doth not stand before a beast to lie down with it. Confusion it is. Ye are not defiled with all these, for with all these have the nations been defiled which I am sending away from before you. And the land is defiled, and I charge its iniquity upon it, and the land vomiteth out its inhabitants. And ye have kept my statutes and my judgments, and do not any of all these abominations, the native and the sojourner who is sojourning in your midst. For all these abominations have the men of the land done who are before you, and the land is defiled. And the land doth not vomit you out in your defiling it, as it hath vomited out the nation which is before you. For any one who doth any of all these abominations, even the persons who are doing so, have been cut off from the midst of their people. And ye have kept my charge, so as not to do any of the abominable statutes which have been done before you, and ye do not defile yourselves with them. I am Jehovah your God. Chapter 19. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the company of the sons of Israel, and thou hast said unto them, Ye are holy, for holy am I, Jehovah, your God. Each his mother and his father ye do fear, and my Sabbaths ye do keep. I am Jehovah your God. Ye do not turn unto the idols, and a molten god ye do not make to yourselves. I am Jehovah your God. And when ye sacrifice a sacrifice of peace offerings to Jehovah, at your pleasure ye do sacrifice it. In the day of your sacrificing it is eaten, and on the morrow, and that which is left unto the third day, with fire is burnt. And if it be really eaten on the third day, it is an abomination, it is not pleasing. And he who is eating it, his iniquity doth bear. For the holy thing of Jehovah he hath polluted, and that person hath been cut off from his people. And in your reaping the harvest of your land ye do not completely reap the corner of thy field, and the gleaning of thy harvest thou dost not gather, and thy vineyard thou dost not glean, even the omitted part of thy vineyard thou dost not gather. To the poor and to the sojourner thou dost leave them. I am Jehovah your God. Ye do not steal, nor feign, nor lie one against his fellow. And ye do not swear by my name to falsehood, or thou hast polluted the name of thy God. I am Jehovah. Thou dost not oppress thy neighbor, nor take plunder. The wages of the hireling doth not remain with thee till morning. Thou dost not revile the deaf, and before the blind thou dost not put a stumbling block, and thou hast been afraid of thy God. I am Jehovah. Ye do not do perversity in judgment. Thou dost not lift up the face of the poor, nor honor the face of the great. In righteousness thou dost judge thy fellow. Thou dost not go slandering among thy people. Thou dost not stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am Jehovah. Thou dost not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou dost certainly reprove thy fellow, and not suffer sin on him. Thou dost not take vengeance, nor watch the sons of thy people, and thou hast had love to thy neighbor as thyself. I am Jehovah. My statutes ye do keep. Thy cattle thou dost not cause to gender with divers kinds. Thy field thou dost not sow with divers kinds. And a garment of divers kinds, shatnez, doth not go up upon thee. And when a man lieth with a woman with seed of copulation, and she a maidservant betrothed to a man, and not really ransomed, or freedom hath not been given to her, an investigation there is, they are not put to death, for she is not free. And he hath brought in his guilt offering to Jehovah unto the opening of the tent of meeting, a ram for a guilt offering. And the priest hath made atonement for him with the ram of the guilt offering before Jehovah, for his sin which he hath sinned, and it hath been forgiven him because of his sin which he hath sinned. And when ye come in unto the land, and have planted all kinds of trees for food, then ye have reckoned as uncircumcised its fruit. 3 years it is to you uncircumcised, it is not eaten, and in the 4th year all its fruit is holy. Praises for Jehovah. And in the 5th year ye do eat its fruit, to add to you its increase. I am Jehovah your God. Ye do not eat with the blood, ye do not enchant, nor observe clouds. Ye do not round the corner of your head, nor destroy the corner of thy beard. And a cutting for the sole ye do not put in your flesh, and a writing, a cross mark ye do not put on you. I am Jehovah. Thou dost not pollute thy daughter to cause her to go a-whoring, that the land go not a-whoring, and the land hath been full of wickedness. My Sabbaths ye do keep, and my sanctuary ye do reverence. I am Jehovah. Ye do not turn unto those having familiar spirits, and unto wizards ye do not seek, for uncleanness by them. I am Jehovah your God. At the presence of gray hairs thou dost rise up, and thou hast honored the presence of an old man, and hast been afraid of thy God. I am Jehovah. And when a sojourner sojourneth with thee in your land, thou dost not oppress him. As a native among you is the sojourner to you who is sojourning with you, and thou hast had love to him as to thyself. For sojourners ye have been in the land of Egypt. I am Jehovah your God. Ye do not do perversity in judgment, in meat yard, in weight, or in liquid measure. Righteous balances, righteous weights, a righteous ephah, and a righteous hin ye have. I am Jehovah your God, who hath brought you out from the land of Egypt. And ye have observed all my statutes, and all my judgments, and have done them. I am Jehovah. Chapter 20. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, And unto the sons of Israel thou dost say, Any man of the sons of Israel, and of the sojourners who is sojourning in Israel, who giveth of his seed to the Molech, is certainly put to death. The people of the land do stone him with stones, and I set my face against that man, and have cut him off from the midst of his people. For of his seed he hath given to the Molech, so as to defile my sanctuary, and to pollute my holy name. And if the people of the land really hide their eyes from that man in his giving of his seed to the Molech, so as not to put him to death, then I have set my face against that man and against his family, and have cut him off, and all who are going a-whoring after him, even going a-whoring after the Molech, from the midst of their people. And the person who turneth unto those having familiar spirits, and unto the wizards, to go a-whoring after them, I have even set my face against that person, and cut him off from the midst of his people. And ye have sanctified yourselves, and ye have been holy, for I am Jehovah your God, and ye have kept my statutes, and have done them. I am Jehovah sanctifying you. For any man who revileth his father and his mother is certainly put to death. His father and his mother he hath reviled, his blood is on him. And a man who committeth adultery with a man's wife, who committeth adultery with the wife of his neighbor, the adulterer and the adulteress are surely put to death. And a man who lieth with his father's wife, the nakedness of his father he hath uncovered, both of them are certainly put to death, their blood is on them. And a man who lieth with his daughter-in-law, both of them are certainly put to death. Confusion they have made, their blood is on them. And a man who lieth with a male as one lieth with a woman, abomination both of them have done, they are certainly put to death, their blood is on them. And a man who taketh the woman and her mother, it is wickedness. With fire they burn him and them, and there is no wickedness in your midst. And a man who giveth his lying with a beast is certainly put to death, and the beast ye do slay. And a woman who draweth near unto any beast to lie with it, thou hast even slain the woman and the beast. They are certainly put to death, their blood is on them. And a man who taketh his sister, a daughter of his father or daughter of his mother, and he hath seen her nakedness, and she seeth his nakedness, it is a shame, and they have been cut off before the eyes of the sons of their people. The nakedness of his sister he hath uncovered, his iniquity he beareth. And a man who lieth with a sick woman, and hath uncovered her nakedness, her fountain he hath made bare, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood. Even both of them have been cut off from the midst of their people. And the nakedness of thy mother's sister and of thy father's sister thou dost not uncover, because his relation he hath made bare, their iniquity they bear. And a man who lieth with his aunt, the nakedness of his uncle he hath uncovered, their sin they bear, childless they die. And a man who taketh his brother's wife, it is impurity, the nakedness of his brother he hath uncovered, childless they are. And ye have kept all my statutes, and all my judgments, and have done them. And the land vomiteth you not out, whither I am bringing you in to dwell in it. And ye walk not in the statutes of the nation which I am sending away from before you, for all these they have done, and I am wearied with them. And I say to you, ye do possess their ground, and I give it to you to possess it, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am Jehovah your God, who hath separated you from the peoples. And ye have made separation between the pure beasts and the unclean, and between the unclean fowl and the pure. And ye do not make yourselves abominable by beast or by fowl, or by anything which creepeth on the ground, which I have separated to you for unclean. And ye have been made holy to me, for holy am I, Jehovah. And I separate you from the peoples to become mine. And a man or woman, when there is in them a familiar spirit, or who are wizards, are certainly put to death, with stones they stone them, their blood is on them. Chapter 21. And Jehovah saith unto Moses, Speak unto the priests, sons of Aaron, and thou hast said unto them, For any person a priest is not defiled among his people, except for his relation who is near unto him, for his mother, and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brother. And for his sister the virgin who is near unto him, who hath not been to a man, for her he is defiled. A master priest doth not defile himself among his people to pollute himself. They do not make baldness on their head, and the corner of their beard they do not shave, and in their flesh they do not make a cutting. They are holy to their God, and they pollute not the name of their God, for the fire offerings of Jehovah, bread of their God, they are bringing near, and have been holy. A woman, a harlot, or polluted they do not take, and a woman cast out from her husband they do not take, for he is holy to his God. And thou hast sanctified him, for the bread of thy God he is bringing near, he is holy to thee, for holy am I, Jehovah, sanctifying you. And a daughter of any priest, when she polluteth herself by going a whoring, her father she is polluting. With fire she is burnt. And the high priest of his brethren, on whose head is poured the anointing oil, and hath consecrated his hand to put on the garments, his head doth not uncover, nor rend his garments, nor beside any dead person doth he come. For his father and for his mother he doth not defile himself. Nor from the sanctuary doth he go out, nor doth he pollute the sanctuary of his God. For the separation of the anointing oil of his God is on him. I am Jehovah. And he taketh a wife in her virginity, widow, or cast out, or polluted one, a harlot, these he doth not take, but a virgin of his own people he doth take for a wife. And he doth not pollute his seed among his people, for I am Jehovah, sanctifying him. And Jehovah speaketh unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, saying, No man of thy seed to their generations in whom there is blemish doth draw near to bring near the bread of his God. For no man in whom is blemish doth draw near, a man blind, or lame, or dwarfed, or enlarged, or a man in whom there is a breach in the foot, or a breach in the hand, or humped back, or a dwarf, or with a mixture in his eye, or a scurvy person, or scabbed, or broken testicled. No man in whom is blemish of the seed of Aaron the priest doth come nigh to bring near the fire offerings of Jehovah. Blemish is in him. The bread of his God he doth not come nigh to bring near. Bread of his God, of the most holy things and of the holy things, he doth eat. Only unto the veil he doth not enter, and unto the altar he doth not draw nigh, for blemish is in him. And he doth not pollute my sanctuaries, for I am Jehovah, sanctifying them. And Moses speaketh unto Aaron, and unto his sons, and unto all the sons of Israel. The end of chapters 15 through 21. Recording by Mark Penfold.